friends. Welcome to the Nora and Becks podcast.
I'm Nora.
And I'm Becks.
And today we're going to be covering the 2 episodes titled Meet the Founder of MCC, Scott Major. This is going to be episode 87 and 88. We decided to just combine them because we were both busy the week that the first one came out. And so we just were like, well, we'll just do it together since we couldn't do it last time. So, yeah.
Yep.
Any overall
Super
thoughts?
Fun time. Very fun. It was cool learning about MCC more. I mean, I don't know that I've ever watched an MCC other than just like some highlight clips of some of my favorite people. Or obviously I watched a lot of video clips from when Etho played because everyone was losing their minds. But even with that, I don't think I watched any actual footage of him playing. I just watched the everyone's reactions to him joining and but even though it's not necessarily like my vibe as far as Minecraft goes, I know it's a really big thing in the community, and I know how much Imp and Skizz love it. And Impulse talks about his experiences within, you know, his obsessions he gets a little bit with trying to like practice and get good. And obviously, I've seen the clips of Grian just absolutely dominating because he's OG.
He is amazing.
But yeah. But it was cool learning, like, hearing a little bit more about it and the process of, like, how it came to be. And I do really love the concept of just, like, having all of these people from different, not just different areas of Minecraft, but people who play even completely different games. I didn't realize that they pulled people like that into the tournament. And then, like, mixing and matching teams so that you have a chance to interact with new people. Like, I had no idea that, like, Scar, like, specifically was like, like, put me with people I don't know. That's the whole reason I come here. And just, like, Scott's ability to kind of network and, like, quote-unquote, matchmake, you know, play, you know, Dolly Gallagher, Levi a little bit. Just in a, like, friend sense and, like, cooperative teammate sense of just, like, putting people together and seeing how they vibe and, like, getting to know everybody in that way too. Like, that takes a lot of work and a lot of personal time.
Right.
But yeah, it's just really cool. Like, I think that would be a really fun job to have. Kind of a big responsibility too, but just like a cool social job.
I agree. And he does it really well. So kudos for sure. Yeah, I agree with
how
all
about
of
you?
that.
Did you have any thoughts?
I think, I mean, all the things that you said are pretty much what I was thinking too. I did not know a lot about MCC. I didn't even know that he really founded it. I thought that he was just sort of like running it. I didn't know that it was him who actually started it.
Yeah, same.
So that was cool to learn. Yeah. It was cool to learn about Scott too. Like, I don't know anything about him normally, so it's nice to like, it's always cool to learn more about people, so.
Yeah, and I didn't know he was in the UK, actually. Like, I guess that's kind of a given because I see him doing stuff with Jimmy and Joel and
I
Lizzie
knew he
a lot.
was like a stone's throw away from Lizzie and Joel. So.
Okay, yeah.
Because there was one MCC I remember where they were both competing, and Joel spilled something on his keyboard.
Oh, yeah.
And it broke. And so he was like, I guess, like, he couldn't play. And then Lizzie was like, no, I will give you my keyboard. Like, you have to play. And then it was just like, Scott was just like, okay, I'll run over and give you an extra keyboard.
That's so funny. Just, like, I love that.
Really quick.
Really quick, let me just pop on over. That's so fun.
Yeah.
I think that that's really sweet, like, that they, like, had a friendship to that extent that they were, like, close neighbors.
Yeah.
It's very fun.
Yeah, I love that. I didn't really know how big Lizzie was before. Like, I didn't realize that she was, like, the big YouTuber.
Yeah.
Before Joel was.
I will say I knew that only because I've watched so many of those, like, those little, like, statistic things from the live series.
I guess that's true.
And Lizzie was, like, up at the top for a long time. Like, I think she was up at the top before Mumbo and Grian just because she started before they did.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yep.
she's I think she's been pretty big for a while, but
Yeah.
which good on her. She's fun. And like
Yeah.
he was talking too about her editing style, and it's so
Yeah.
true. Like she does a really good job of really condensing everything down, and it's still entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I liked that.
Yeah. So that was something I
Her
wasn't really aware of.
Yeah, her coming back to the Life series was really fun for Secret Life. I hope that she comes back
Absolutely.
in future seasons.
Yeah.
But like her pacing was great.
Yeah. I love her and Joel and them together, every scenario that they're in. They're really so sweet.
Yeah.
But yeah. I'm trying to remember what they talked about last week more so. I thought it was interesting that he brought up that he was like probably among the better PvP people on the Life series, but not really a good PvP person when it came to MCC. And I was like, that's so fair.
Yeah.
Also, like the fact that the networking that he does in real life kind of lends its hand into his victory and his like longevity in the Life series.
That's really true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always love hearing about the Life series, of course, but
Yeah, I love the Life series.
Yeah. But yeah, so fun.
Also,
yeah, they talked a lot. Oh, go ahead.
Oh my gosh, hearing them talk about the Empire seasons was
yes,
so
I was
interesting
gonna say.
to me. I watched season 2 and it was very lore heavy.
And you were watching, well, you watched some of Jimmy's perspective. You watched Jimmy's perspective too, but you told me about Joel's because he really like riffs on the lore and kind of makes fun of it. That's like his bit.
Yeah. And Jimmy was a little bit more committed to the bit, but not really. He was just
his was so casual and messing around. Yeah.
So I didn't watch anyone with like super heavy lore stuff.
The role play and everything, yeah.
But I did see that, and it was interesting when the Hermitcraft season came on because they were like, okay, well, where do we fit in this lore-driven story? And they all kind of found a place, kind of, and they like became the hermits that were like short, and they had their little thing. And I remember Grian explaining it in his video, being like, on the Empire server, it's like there's a little bit more of a story, and so for the hermits, we're gonna be this type of people
like
that
hobbits.
are and we're gonna whatever,
that was really funny.
And the way that he like explained it to the audience, because obviously like not everyone that watches his videos watches Empires, but I knew that I knew Empires was gonna die after that because it just didn't hold up very well. But I did love it. It was a fun season. I have so many recordings of Joel's intros and stuff because he does so many so funny things, and it would just kill me. His singing at the intro was always so fun. But anyway, yeah, it was an interesting choice. So that was fun to hear about.
Scott made a good like point of talking about how like he wished that they had flip-flopped the time spent in locations just because of like how much there was to do and like hang out and have fun on the Hermitcraft server, and how he, it felt like they should have spent more time on Hermitcraft than Empires. And that's kind of something I did notice, where I was like, they didn't seem like they were in like on Hermitcraft very long. So I kind of felt that. Granted, I think that them like jumping into the lore was cool, but I think it brings back to that same point where like lore is super fun, storytelling is super great. At the end of the day, what they love the most is just getting to hang out.
Yeah. So the fact that everyone was so separated by the lore is what kind of was its downfall.
Yeah, I think so. It had its benefits, but like I'm glad they came to Hermitcraft and could like hang out and play minigames and all that stuff. So yeah, at the end of the day, that's just what people
That's what
just
we're
want
here
to hang
for.
out and have fun and like,
Yeah.
and that's, you know, and I think they probably learned that a lot more throughout season 9 and kind of knew what they were doing going forward with season 10, which is
Yeah.
why it's thriving so much. And if like,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how the view count is doing for them, but at least like for me and watching, I'm like, they're having so much fun. I can tell.
Yeah.
And I love that. So,
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
but
I'm like
yeah.
genuinely like the one that's getting me the most is like I love that Mumbo is enjoying himself more because he just was having such a tough time last season. And this season he like genuinely is having fun. And so I love that.
Your audio is cutting out, so I'm not sure what you said.
Oh, you're good. I just said that I love that Mumbo is enjoying himself this season.
Yes, I agree. I really am loving the vibe.
Yeah.
And yeah, still behind on videos, but
So
I'm still
true.
enjoying it.
Yeah.
So, I liked hearing about just kind of their mentality in like the type of channel, like what they wanted to accomplish and what they want to do with having their channel, like having a driving purpose. Beyond just like, oh, I want to be a YouTuber and I want to do this and that.
Yeah.
And obviously, like, they were definitely talking more from like a streaming standpoint too.
Yeah.
Just because they do so much Twitch, and you know, he has like Scott specifically has such like cozy, chill vibes. I guess I've never watched one of his streams, but I believe that fully that that's kind of the vibe.
Yeah.
But what do so like I was thinking of this question, just kind of like as people, you know, you and I who have not really started a YouTube channel, but we're definitely thinking about it for the future in the like next year, maybe probably sooner than that, sooner than a year, but like within the next year, hopefully.
Yeah.
What do you envision? Like, what do you want your channel to be? And like, what do you want to, like, what's your goal and what do you want to accomplish with having a YouTube channel and finding an audience?
I think I just want it to be a like a simple entertainment. Like I think that there's so much entertainment right now, not necessarily in the YouTube Minecraft space, but definitely in any other area where it's just like I don't want people to have to like worry about my videos. Like I want them to just be a source of fun entertainment that's just lighthearted and wholesome and just a fun time that, you know, is uplifting to people.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
so I would say that more than anything.
Yeah, that's very cool. I
Yeah.
like
How
that.
about you?
I would say like definitely some of the same energy. Like I hope that like with the type of videos that I put out, and like and I've said this before, like I do hope to stream.
Yeah.
So like as far as streaming goes, like I hope that I can create an environment that's just fun to hang out and chill and like maybe put on while people are doing other things.
Yeah.
And I think with making regular videos and with doing streaming, like I hope that I can be someone who is relatable.
Yeah.
Just because I'm not like a pro gamer. Like I'm
Yeah.
pretty average and
Yeah.
can be pretty bad at it.
Yeah.
But you know, I think something I enjoy watching and have enjoyed from watching Let's Plays and all those kinds of things are people who are willing to admit when they're not that good at something and have to kind of work through it.
Yeah.
And so I hope I can be someone relatable and hopefully make people laugh. And just kind of
Yeah.
create a nice chill atmosphere.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
But yeah.
I love that. Lovely.
Lovely jubbly. But yeah. It was, yeah, very cool. I love that Scott has been part of so many different SMPs and series too.
Yeah.
And I love the artwork. It was
Yeah.
so
I
wholesome.
actually didn't watch the video. I meant to go back and watch it.
I saw like a clip of it briefly, but it was pretty nice.
Yeah.
But I love any kind of fan art from the Life series, which they were
Yes.
talking a bit about fan art and stuff. And I do think like it's crazy that people commit so much time to making like you and I love the animatics. They're
Ugh.
so fun.
We love them.
Best thing out of the Life series, honestly. Like second to like the actual content.
The actual
you know
content,
what I'm saying? But
Dude,
like,
running up
but
that hill
dude,
hits every time.
Everin really pops off. If you're listening to this somehow, you're a legend. I've watched that video at least 20 times.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's crazy. Like I love the dedication and the passion that people put into that. And like they made a good point talking about like, you know, Skizz was talking about his desire to be someone who does art, but like not being good enough to actually do it and not putting the time in. And it does take so much time and dedication. And so to see people putting like sometimes an animatic maybe won't be like to the same level of quality as someone else's, for example, you know, just kind of in general. They'll be different. But it's like even still, even like the lowest, like didn't have as much time to do all of the, like even if it's just like sketch work put out and it's like freeze frames, it's not like motioning or anything, like that's still way more than I could do. And it's so crazy that someone gave hours of their life to do that. Like that they loved the Life series so much.
Yeah, it is really cool.
I mean, think about the Lego death sequence.
Yeah, that's
stop
crazy.
motion films. That is epic.
It is.
Oh my gosh, Limited Life. That was crazy. That was
So
crazy dedication. 3 deaths for each person is one thing, but that was huge.
Yeah.
So, super cool stuff, but
yeah, it is really cool. Sorry, I had to sneeze. My bad. Yeah, I mean, it's very cool. Very good stuff. Love it.
Yeah, it was very fun. I feel like I don't have a crazy ton to say just because it's a lot of stuff I can't really relate to. Hopefully yet.
Yeah.
Maybe I will be able to one day, but I do think it's really cool, and I know how much those 3 love each other's company, and so I love that Scott was able to come on and hang out with them and just chat. And yeah, I loved seeing them all laugh about Joel and just like have a fun time. They love Joel just like the rest of us.
Just like
I don't know how you can't love. I don't know how you don't love Joel, but
honestly,
he's a legend.
Yeah.
But yeah, good times, good chill vibes. Just like his streams, like I haven't seen them, but even the podcast, just like had a nice chill, listen along vibe. So it was fun. It was fun having him on. I'm glad that he was the next guest, and I did not expect another guest so soon.
I didn't either. Cool. Yeah, I did not either. So it's kind of hard to talk about the guests because it's like not a topic. It's just like them talking. So it's like I don't really have anything to add.
Yeah.
But
right. Very much.
Very good.
So, I agree. Very good.
I don't know. Yeah.
Good. But yeah. Well, thanks for listening. It's kind of a short one. Just chatting, hanging out.
Yeah.
But
hopefully you enjoyed.
It was fun having Scott on. Yeah. Looking forward to whoever's next. Maybe.
Yeah.
Joel.
Please.
I'd take Korean too.
Yeah.
But
yeah. I was gonna say or Mumbo, but we already have had Mumbo. So.
All right. Well.
Anyway.
Thanks for listening,
we
guys.
Will talk to you all next week. Bye.
Bye. Okay, I think you cut out again, so I might have not spoke for a long time, but